Yes, gangsters, aka YouTube subscribers, I appreciate you watching my videos. Today I'm going to do a step-by-step walkthrough on building a campaign in a Claude project. You can do this in a chat, but I've done this as a project that I've got set up. I just do my stuff on code now, but as you can see, I've got instructions set up, so this is going to tell me exactly how I want the actual project to behave. If I wanted to then make sure it was fully written in my writing, I would then upload my transcripts to there. I would isolate information on the people that I'm targeting, their pain, and everything to do with my offer. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do this as an easy step-by-step process, right? So this could be a group campaign. This could be a group intake. This could be launching a new offer. This could be doing an event. It could be anything, right? But for the purpose of the video, we're just going to do a workshop. So first thing that I wanted to do is I want to just basically go into here and be like, right, can you give me everything that I need to do in order to effectively launch a live workshop as a step-by-step to-do list? So what you need to understand with AI is let it do the work, right? Like, look, I can give you all these as copy and paste SOPs on an absolute next level structure. But if you're going to be looking at launching something, it might be a lead magnet, a workshop, or whatever it is. The first thing that you can do is like, right, well, let me get a comprehensive overview of everything that I need to do first, right? This is where people go wrong with using AI, right? They will go straight into the project or straight into the chat and be like, right, build me a campaign on X, right? I'd never do that, especially when you start coding. You need to be planning. Plan before you execute. Plan before you bypass permissions, and make sure that you're always ticking all of these areas, right? So what we've basically got here is like, it's built out the foundations of what we are doing. Then we're going into the build element of it, and then going into the promotion. Then we've got the show up rate. We've got phase 5, and it's even built out these little task lists that we can do there. And then we've got post workshop as well. So as you can see there, that is a very comprehensive, extensive list that we can then move into, right? So you might be like, right, just to confirm, will this support me with all of the social media content, all of the emails, the opt-in VSL, the scripting, the structures, the webinar content itself, the actual live upsell that I will do, the follow-up messages, the outreach to people to get them live? Just double check to make sure that we've got absolutely everything covered here. So this is me just then coming into it and be like, right, I need a little bit of human intuition. So I just want to have that final double check that, like, look, is this ticking every single box that I know myself that I will 100% need? As you can see there, it is 100% going to tick in that and more, right? But it might cover the different areas. So straight away it's popped up, right? The VSL script isn't there. The outreach messages aren't there. The emails, not covered in what I gave to you. But in reality, this is a to-do list framework. Right, now let's look at this from an overview spec. Instead of a to-do list, let's look at a comprehensive spec of everything that I need to do to execute this at high level. And the skill that I'm teaching you here, guys, is just communicating. Just go back and forth with it. Like, what you can't do with AI is just expect it to be perfect straight away. So this is now, probably would have been better for me to go in straight away and been like, right, can you build me a full spec on this? But now this is basically going to come through. It's going to give the actual spec to the areas. So I've got positioning and offer. I've got the registration system. I've got the promotional and content system. And then we've got live workshop. We've got everything else. So that's going to basically build all of this out for you, right? And this is just me doing this in a project space. You can 100% connect this up on Cowork to your Google Drive and your file system, and it'll actually build all these files for you. Or you can turn around and say, give this to me in files that I can hand to my team. Or you can obviously have terminal code where you've got an MCP Google Drive integration. It'll build it all for you. Like, I can show you like multi-agent Carpafid looping agent coding like that, but it's too high level for what people need. Like, people aren't even using this on the functionality of what it is, and that's why I teach this. I teach it so people understand it, they can implement it, and it can change their life. And I can hand all of these project setup structures, the Cowork setup structures, the Chrome ROI assessments, the fast ROI integrations, the reporting. I can hand it to you all as a copy and paste SOP inside my program, right? But anyway, back to this now. So now we have got to this point, let's start by working through one at a time. What I don't want you to do is build the entire thing. I just want to make sure that we've got everything on the actual offer aligned first. So I'm going to be doing a presentation on how business owners can stop being the bottleneck in their company and how they can use AI to improve every part of their company in any niche, in any sector. So literally everything. That's what I want my workshop to be on. Can you firstly give me the positioning and the offer architecture of what I'm actually going to be delivering on? And then once we've got that finalized and we're happy with that, then we can move into phase 2. Right, so little things, right? On Whisper, that's just put. Then we can move into Face, right? It's gonna pick up what I'm saying, right? It's gonna understand it. So what this is gonna do now, it's gonna start building out the problem, right? Where people go wrong is they will get this and be like, right, sweet, now build me the plan. No, right? I need to know 100% that the AI system is aligned to what I actually want. It's my brand, it's my workshop, it's my acquisition, it's my business, right? So what I'm going to be looking at is, am I happy with the problem? Am I happy with the promise? Am I happy with the workshop? And I've got different options that I can choose from there. So I could even come back onto this and going, based on the 4 options for the name of the live workshop, what would you select as the winner and why? So all that is doing, looking at a little bit of iterative dialogue. So instead of just me going, oh yeah, I'll choose one randomly, let's just look at what it's actually going to choose as the actual winner. And then we've basically gone for the option 4, right? So I'm actually going to do a live workshop this month. And if you've watched this YouTube video, you will see me on social media, and I will be coming back to this chat, right? And I will be using that as an option, right? I will literally spend $5,000 on promoting a live workshop based on what I'm showing you on the YouTube video right now. That's how confident I am, right? So then from that point, it's like, right, okay, I am really, really happy with everything on the positioning, the offering architecture. What I want you to do now is I want you to move into the actual phase 2. So this is making sure we've got the right type of copywriting and structure for the VSL script, the post confirmation thank you page, the emails, and everything that you've got in that list. But make sure that it's aligned to the title that we have selected. While that's doing that, I'll have my hydration for the day. So can you see how I'm building this, guys? Like, look, if you've got a project space which is set up at serious high level, right, and he'll start asking me some questions now. This will be a free workshop. The date and time will be on the 19th of April at 7 p.m. My name is Ben Hawksworth. My brand is The Coach Consultant. Yep, I have got literally hundreds and thousands of testimonial results and videos that I can integrate onto the page as well. So it's going to basically have this conversation with you, right? And then all you basically do is you've got to that point, sweet, stage 1, I've got that locked in. Right now I'm going into stage 2, sweet. And then as you can see, I'm doing this a phase at a time, because what you can do is when you get to the end and you're fully happy with everything, then you can ask it to give it you back from start to finish on one document, right? So now that's gone into the actual phase 2. So that's going to be the full registration based on the title that I have chose, right? Now I will just scan back up onto here just to confirm and check what's next. Okay, I'm really happy with that. Now can we move on to the actual promotional content system that is needed to maximize driving as many registration and leads as possible? Alongside, can you add in how I can actually improve the show rate system? So again, human intuition. Not only do we want to have the content, the email marketing and the registration builder, what I mean by this is for the people who have actually registered, how can I email them prior to the actual live workshop or reach out to them to make sure that they are going to be coming live? And this is what I mean. It's about synergy. It's about using the system to remove all that manual shit that was off my plate, but also knowing that there's little elements of business that I need to have up. Because, yeah, you can have a massive registration for a live workshop, but that does not mean that people are going to show up. So if I was going to manually design a campaign, I would not only have a registration builder campaign, but I'd also have a registration show up rate system with emails, content, stories, and how I'm going to get people excited for it, right? So as we can basically see now, remember this project space does not have any training on me, right? It's just literally got the instruction in it. It's got no knowledge base, so it's got no brain. But if I was going to insert all of my information into it, then it would 100% be able to do this for me. So as we can see now, this is then going to build out all of the emails that is needed, all of the social media posts, all of everything. Right, what I could do then from that point is if I wanted to get more specific, I could go back to it and be like, right, sweet, now what I want to do is I want to give these actual dates, right? So from now until, did I say the 19th of April? I think I said 19th of April. But I could say, right, from now until the 19th of April, give me the actual, I'll do it now. From now until the 19th of April, can you give me the exact actual dates that these pieces of content and stories and emails and outreach messages should be sent out to people? It's still going because it's still got a lot of stuff to process. See if it finishes it. If not, I'll just pause it. Yeah, that's happy. I'm happy with that. Now I'm just going to add that in. But what you ideally need to do is, before you do this, remember I'm doing this as a live campaign builder right in front of your face so you can see this stuff in action. What I normally do is I will pop up my notes, I will add the dates, I will add the times, I will add the amount of content, I'll add the emails, I'll add the positioning, I'll add the context, I'll add what I'm wanting for it, and I'll basically write out this prompt from my own voice with Whisper, and then when I come to actually ask for it, I'll give it all that information right at the start. But even if you don't have it, as you can see, it's going to give the exact date. So I might stop that and go, don't give me a list like that. I want you to actually add the date and the time that to send it out on the actual email copywriting and the actual post copywriting. So what you've got to think about is, right, when you have not done this type of stuff before, when you've not ran it, is because you didn't have the skill level, you didn't have the might not have had the system, you might not have had the understanding, whereas now you've got access to all of this times 1,000 more, guys. Like, it is literally just ridiculous what you can do. So now you can see that this is going to tell me the exact date and the exact time that I am going to be running that. So while that's running, right, and that I'll be happy with that to let it just run because I've checked it and iterated it a few times, I can jump back up to the top here and I'll just go back to, right, well, I've done stage 1, I've done stage 2. Is it up here? Right, now what's next? Right, so no, we've done stage 3. Sweet. Now from that point, I can even go to the level, right, of compounding that. So I'll just copy that. I'll go down to the bottom and then go, right, sweet. Now, once we have got the actual offer, we've got the framework, we've got the VSL, we've got the registration, we've got the show rate system in place, we've got everything else. Right now, I'm looking to actually build the actual asset that is 100% going to get as many live upsells or post-call upsells as humanly possible. When it comes on to this next one, I could even be like, right, sweet, I've got these follow-up sequences which are great with emails and great with that, but what I always find is I always close more sales when I manually follow up with my leads on a workshop afterwards. Can you give me some messages that I can split test to actually follow up with all of these people? And then everything else, right? So all I'm trying to get at here, guys, is like, look, in a 12-minute period, and this is me doing it without a trained knowledge space, without anything, and again, I will start showing you code down the line, but for literally everything that you are doing inside your business, you can have this. You can have this type of structure running everything, right? I have copy and paste SOPs for every single project that you ever need to set up, which includes all of the instructions, all of the knowledge that you need to have, how to actually use it. I have copy and paste SOPs and interactive assessments on what you are doing with your business to then tell you the exact system that you need to set up in CoWork to be able to do all of this at high level where it actually builds it for you. I have got step-by-step SOPs on maximizing Claude Chrome for all of the revenue generating activities that you can do inside your business. I've got absolutely everything, and that is just a small percentage of what we do at the Coach Consultant inside of my free programs, which is the Titans program, which I'm not even going to start talking to you about what I've just built for Titans Code. I've then got the Propel program, which is a one-to-one done with you. So if all of this blows your mind and you want some support with it, I've got an incredible team who can support you with that. Then I've also got the Smart Scaling System, which is self-guided, but it's not just a course, right? We have Social Media Mastery with Dave Fell from Social Circle every Monday. I do a mastermind every single Thursday. I do all of the end of month reports myself, which is also built on code. So all of your information is saved inside my code. And then the direction I get for my own business, I give it to you on a monthly basis. And I'm also in every single WhatsApp group, and I'm also the person who controls all the Amazon school, right? I can genuinely promise you, you will not find a support network like it to scale your company, and I would absolutely love for you to find out more. And if you do want to find out more, all you need to do is hit the description, go to the top link, which is a little page explaining everything where you're at right now. You can drop an application into book a call, or if you want to skip that and just go straight to booking a call, then there's also a link on the description at the bottom, guys. See you on the next videos.